First, accompanied this evening by his manager, Stevie Caballero, representing the Caballero cartel. Hail from Frisco, Oklahoma. This is Civic.
This is an up-and-coming star here and a proud member of the Caballero cartel, Derek James.
Well, certainly an interesting recruit on the part of Stevie Caballero, defiant Derek James.
A guy who is definitely on the rise here in WFC.
Well, he's got some potential in here.
He's only 18 years old.
Yeah, well, I remember another 18-year-old who made quite an appearance here, and you're about to see him. He's no longer 18, but you're about to see him make a return here for the first time in over 7 years in a WFC ring. There he is. Justin Lee, a man who captured a light heavyweight championship in his very first professional match in 2001.
The Bab, right?
What?
The Bab.
No.
How can you be afraid of the Bab?
No. Well, you're about to see. I'm not saying that Derek has to be afraid of the Bab.
Oh, so he is the Bab. I love it.
I walked right into that.
You did. And I'm just so happy that you're starting to get on my level. It's wonderful to hear and see.
I wasn't aware that I could sink that low, but whatever.
Whatever, you're just swimming to the top. Trust me, I've got a dinghy. I'll get you in there, maybe, potentially. Now that I think about it, you might collapse the boat, so I'll just shove you right back out. You keep swimming.
As I was trying to say.
Hey, Stevie, how you doing? I got well in hand. I got it.
Well,
make sure this uses on it. Can you
No, don't. Trust me, don't mess with Stevie's megaphone. He gets really upset when that happens.
Well, then don't touch it, Burnham.
I'm not going to touch the megaphone. Can we
Matter
focus
of fact,
on the
keep your hands
Can
away.
we focus on the match in the ring? This is Justin Lee's return to professional wrestling here in WFC for the first time in 7 years. Last time he was here was a tag team match with Max McGurk. And Justin Lee now, of course, he returned. We were both there. He returned a little over a month and a half ago at a show up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, facing the Hometown Heroes champion, Tim Rockwell, for that championship. He was not successful in defeating Rockwell that particular night.
Oh, good maneuver there by James to hold on to that top rope.
And Justin had said that was going to be just a one-time situation, but I guess once again the ring, being back in the ring, re-inspired him as Justin Lee now taking on a man who many years ago was basically in the same position that Justin was in.
Well, I got to tell you something that I've only seen now the second time, the Bab here, and for a guy that's been away for quite a while, he's in some tremendous shape, but he's taking on Derek James, who is the prodigy of the cartel.
Well, Justin Lee, of course, trained by the Oklahoma legend Rocco Valentino, along with Brent
Tino? Really? I know Tino.
No, Valentino. Rocco Valentino, along with Brent Albright. You might have heard of him. He's a former NWA World Champion. And Justin off the top rope, dropping the arm right across that top rope. Justin now going to pick up a little bit of speed as he drops the leg across the back of Derek James' head.
Are you sure this guy has been away for however many years?
It's been 7 years since he's been in the WFC ring and about 6 years since he competed in a professional match at all. Oh, look out. Future Cutter 2002, which I guess he really needs to update maybe to 2022.
Yeah, just don't make it 2020 at this point.
No, nobody wants to name it
Although,
2020.
it is.
Oh, look at Caballero. Well, Caballero trying to get interference and provide just enough distraction.
I guess being away from the ring for 6 years will actually make you forget about the other things around the ring, right?
And Derek James picking up Justin Lee, dropping him on the knee, and then with a back suplex. As it looks like James may be about to pick up his first victory here in WFC, but not quite there.
Derek James has definitely been a work in progress. He's one of Stevie's high prospects in the cartel. Again, like I said, he is the prodigy of the cartel, and he's showing everybody why that is the case.
Well, Derek trying to hoist Justin Lee across the corners.
Stevie's right there.
Stevie's on the outside. I got you. Look at that little do-si-do backing around here, and Derek off the ropes. Justin Lee intercepts him now. Kick to the midsection, and a big clothesline there by Derek James.
The 18-year-old is showing the supposed veteran what wrestling was really all about these days.
James down again for the cover, but only gets 2 out of it.
Yeah, Stevie, like me, is wondering how that wasn't 3. Referee.
Oh, a nice knee drop there from Derek James, as it looks like Justin Lee maybe on the ropes, literally and figuratively, in this comeback match. Derek saying it's over. He doesn't want to get over enthusiastic and overestimate his abilities here. He's got to keep pressuring Justin Lee, who comes up. Justin with the head scissor, and Justin with the Hurricane Rana. Single leg drop kick.
What? This guy is,
and a second.
This guy is pulling out
One more to
everything.
come. There it is. And Lee going for the super kick. And Derek quickly to the outside.
Great smart maneuver there by Derek James. Getting back over to Stevie, reconvening, talking strategy and game plan. It's the right thing to do at this right time.
Well, one of the disadvantages of having had such a long career as Justin Lee did, as he comes up the top rope, is that there's a lot of footage out there of Justin Lee for Derek James to scout, and Big Stevie Caballero was around Justin Lee for quite a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure that Caballero directed James and said, watch this, see how he does these things, be prepared for these things.
Well, duh. Thank you for making the most obvious statement in the world. As we see the Bab throwing James back into the ring.
Calling him the Bab.
What? He's the Broken Arrow bad boy.
Yes,
The
that's
kids-
what you should call him, the
No.
Broken Arrow Bad Boy.
No, the kids these days, they shorten everything down to acronyms. So the Bab, it works. How humiliating would it be for the Bab to come back to WFC and end up losing? Granted, it would be to the prodigy of Derek James, but still, it would be a loss nonetheless. He's already been unsuccessful at capturing the Hometown Heroes title. What's one more loss on his record, right?
Well, James wants to make that happen as he goes charging into the corner, a big forearm. Now pulls Justin out. Couple of clotheslines. Justin down to his knees.
This is right now where James needs to capitalize.
Oh, a big boot across the face.
He's wearing, and here it
Oh,
comes.
from behind.
Yes! Perfect executed neck breaker.
James hooks both legs. 1, nope, 2. Okay, that was 2. I thought he only got 1, but he did get 2. Did not get 3. That's the important thing. James down again, hooking the far leg, and again only gets 2, says referee Connor Jones.
Now Derek is about to turn it up another notch here because he's sick and tired of having to deal with this Broken Arrow bad boy.
Oh, Justin over the top, lands his feet, and now both men trading right hands in the middle of the ring. Justin has a tremendous martial arts background if he were to choose to use it right here, but instead he just slugging out like Muskogee on a Saturday night.
Well, we're not in Muskogee,
We're
we're
close.
in Wagner.
Oh, and Stevie Caballero again.
What? What's
Caballero
Stevie do?
grabbing Justin Lee's leg. And now, all right.
Well, everybody dodged that. Even Stevie.
Well,
who
Stevie
knew?
able to avoid that situation. There's the super kick. Down goes James. Justin with the press. And Justin Lee picks up a victory here in WFC.
Well, it took some doing, and it wasn't a pretty affair, but I gotta hand it to the Bab. He ended up picking up a hard-fought victory here.
I will love to see it when he hears this commentary and hears you call him the Bab over
What?
and over again.
It's only, again, it's because it's the acronyms.
Yeah,
all the
nobody
kids make
does
acronyms.
All the kids.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
I could
talking
go
to a
and
new
find
generation.
singing.
A new generation of
The
folks.
new generation should definitely not listen to you. Let's listen to Justin Lee. He's got the microphone.
Wagoner, Oklahoma. WFC fans, can't thank you enough for what you did for me just now. You have no idea. 20 years ago, I made my debut wrestling match in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Undersized, under-talented, nobody gave me a shot. I went out and worked for everything I got. Till I became recognized one of the best here in this state. 2007 was the last time I wrestled in this building. I won the NWA Universal X Division title right here in this very, very building. For those of you that don't know me, my name is the Broken Arrow Bad Boy Justin Lee. When I came up with that name, I was a boy. Things have changed a little bit, but you guys are still awesome. But here's the thing. Anybody that knows me knows I've been retired for the last 6 years. And I came back last month because of one reason. Tim Rockwell. You see, I used to beat that little rookie around 17 years ago. He got a little cocky. And last month when WFC invited me out to come be a guest host for an event, Tim just couldn't keep his nose out of my business. I super kicked him. Or as I call it, the 55-mile-an-hour kick. Although don't clock me, it may be 45 now, I don't know. I'm getting older. 65, there we go. That's not my wife. Thank you. But here's the thing. I wrestled Tim last month at UWO. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I could be half the wrestler I used to be. But then, as that match went on, and I took everything Tim had, I realized something. I'm still better than Tim Rockwell. And I thought I could go home after that match and live comfortably and healthy and happy. What a great signature last match. But I couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't eat. Something is burned inside me. I can't let it finish like this. I want Tim Rockwell out here.
Oh, well, you're going to get your wish.
Ask and you shall receive.
No feelings, you and me right here. Put down your cigarette, get out here. Cut that terrible music. Cut that terrible music. Cut that terrible music. Oh my God, that's awful. Tim Rockwell, thank you for coming out here. Now I know the reason you wanted to wrestle me last month was because deep down in your heart, you wanted to know who's better, Justin Lee or Tim Rockwell? Because I spent most of my career beating you up. And yeah, you may have got your hand raised after a crowbar, a nut shot, and 3 of your boys helped you. But deep down you know you're not better than me. So here's the deal, Tim. I could have walked off. I could have ridden off into the sunset. But no, what you lit inside me has changed everything. I am now a warrior who knows he's not coming home from this battle. I'm willing to risk it all. I'm willing to get hurt. I'm willing to die. I don't want your belt. You don't even have to put your belt on the line. You and me one-on-one is what I'm asking for.
Yeah, Justin.
Well,
I'm glad you don't want my championship, Justin, because it will be a cold day in hell before you ever get a shot trained at a company. I left the company to face you in 2005. I couldn't beat you, Justin, because you were a better wrestler. And I'm not saying you're not a better wrestler than me right now. I just know you're not as smart as me, Justin. A smart man can beat any good wrestler any day. And that's what I did you. Put up! I outsmarted you, Justin, but see, you're missing the point here. I'm not the only one that hates you, Justin. You see, an enemy of yours will always be a friend to me.
But whoa, what's going on? Lights out. Lights out here in the Wagoner Civic Center. What's happening?
Who in the world could he be referring to?
Well, I don't know, but I want to know why the lights went out here. What's happening here? Can somebody?
Yeah, we need the lights back on.
Can we
here.
get a light? That's John Cross. That's John Cross in the ring. John Cross.
Lord.
What in the world? The last time we saw John Cross, he lost the Hometown Heroes title to Tim Rockwell.
Hey, no, hold on now.
Wait. Let me soak this in. Let me really enjoy this moment. Because I have been waiting 10 years for this moment. For this moment right here, right now, for me to stand in a ring like this, a company like this, to stand right here before you and say, Justin Lee, my name is John Cross. And let me tell you a story.
No!
Oh, Lord.
Well, this story doesn't appear to need words. It's just pure violence.
Why in the... But why? What?
A decade ago, Justin. A decade ago! I sat in a locker room just up the road in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I sat there amongst a group of a lot of guys as you were on your way out. You were winding down the road and you said to all the people in the locker room, no one remembers anything you said but me. I took it to heart. I printed it on my soul, Justin, because you looked at us and you said, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And at that time, I didn't know what you meant. I didn't quite understand what that meant because, Justin, you had it all, right? You looked great. You wrestled great. Everything. You were champion, countless championships, and across all these years, I've had it. I've had all these championships, trophies. Hell, I'm in the Oklahoma Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. All these awards and never satisfied. And it made me think about what you said, Justin, and I realized, finally, I opened my eyes and I realized what it was. We don't collect championships, Justin. We collect scars. Testing yourself against the absolute best is the only thing that satisfies us.
Come on, Justin.
Justin, you could have rode off into the sunset, right? You could have done it. Like you said, you had that great match with Tim. Sure, the building sucked. Sure, the ring sucked. Sure, you want to come here into a company that looks like this, with this environment, in front of these fans, and challenge Tim Rockwell again. But you don't get to just walk in and say yes and do that at WFC. Oh, no! Justin! Oh, no! You see, here, you get to earn those championship matches. So here it is. When you said you were coming to WFC, you opened the door. Tim Rockwell, bless his heart, he wanted to throw everything at you, Justin, but I convinced him. Asking Justin Lee to beat every single person in that locker room? Too easy. Let's ask him to do something hard. Beat me.
Yeah, do it, Justin.
Wow.
No. So Justin,
Good Lord.
John Cross just absolutely relentless.
We haven't seen Cross in months, and yet, what?
Well, obviously all of this apparently masterminded by John Cross. He said he wanted this.
Justin, that's my story. I've got no fun catchphrases for you. All I need from you right here, right now, Justin Lee, is for you to look me in the eye and say, yes. Yes.
Well,
Oh, well, now.
John Cross asked, and Justin Lee going for the 55-mile-an-hour kick, and Cross to the outside.
Well, Justin Lee's questioned himself if he could hang in this day and age. What better man to test that theory than John Cross?
John Cross has made the challenge. Justin Lee has accepted it, and apparently we will see at some point these two men one-on-one in a WFC ring.